Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am out at Star Riverwalk Park today in the beautiful city of Star, Idaho. And I'm right on the banks, let me turn around here so you can see, right on the banks of the Boise River. So they're pushing a lot of water down the river and the riverbanks are full, so I thought it'd be a good time to get some video. It's not the best day. You can see behind me, it's cloudy. We even had a few sprinkles of rain. There's a little bit of wind. I haven't pulled up UAV forecast yet, but I'll put it up on the screen here. But what do I have? I've got a drone. I was looking on my drone shelf this morning and realized that I hadn't flown an Autel drone in quite a while. So I grabbed the little Nano Plus, charged some batteries, and got it ready to go. This isn't the best drone in the wind, but I think it'll do okay. It's not, the winds aren't that bad. So we'll put it up in the air, and if we start having problems in the wind, we'll just bring it home and land it. But let's just give you a look at the Boise River, and you can see how full it's getting. Again, I'm in Star, Idaho. Okay, it's been a while since I've used the Autel Sky app, so bear with me a little bit if I stumble around some. It's been a long time since I've used it, but one of the things that I wanted to point out is the sticks. I forgot there's no place to store the sticks on the controller, so I have to keep them in the bag. And there is no smart controller for this drone, and if you're used to using all-in-one controllers, it's kind of weird when you're back to using your phone for the FPV feed on the controller. But yeah, anyway, let's quit messing around. Let's take off and let's get this drone in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recorder started here and we are in video mode. Let me look, see if I can remember how to find, yeah, so we're in 4K, 30 frames per second, and HDR is not available in Pro mode, and I don't even remember what Pro mode is. So typically, I would want to shoot in HDR. So let's take a look and see. Well, let's take a look at the, we definitely want to look at our safety menu here. 120 meter max altitude. Return to home says set at 36 meters. Well, we might have some high trees, so I'll set it at 43 meters. And yeah, signal lost, return to home. It's not asking for any calibrations, and we are broadcasting remote ID, although this is a sub 250 drone. Okay, camera. We got grid lines on. Do we want to format the card? Let's format the card just for the fun of it. And the format was successful. So I don't see anything in this thing that says anything about Pro mode. I'd like to shoot in with HDR, but let's see. Let's click on resolution. Yeah, so I clicked on resolution, and it gives me all the frame rates. So I wonder if I down res, yeah, in HDR it says again not available in Pro mode. Guys, I would love to be shooting in HDR. I don't know how to take it out of Pro mode, so we're just going to start recording now. So, well, I don't know. Let me look at one more thing here. Hyperlapse, pano, and it's given us all of that information. Shooting, portrait, quick shots, tracking. We're not going to do any of that. We want to be in shooting. And let's look at it one more time. Yeah, not available in Pro mode. Well, I'm glad that we're pros. So let's go ahead and start recording here. And yeah, nothing else to do but take off right now. We do have a little bit of wind, but I think we'll be okay. Let's do an auto takeoff on the app. Sliding that over now. And yeah, there goes the little drone. Up in the air. Okay, let's spin it around here. It's right in front of me and seems to be doing okay. Everything's stable, and look at that. It's showing that I'm 1.4 meters in front of the drone, so so we're looking good. Let's kind of spin this baby around where we can we got a clear shot at doing a droney. Picking it up a little bit. It was kind of dropping as I moved it around, so let me drop that camera down and yeah, adjust the vector just a little bit more, and reversing up now, reverse and up. And you know, I forgot this drone is not, and I quit going backwards and pushed hard on and was still on the up stick, so that's why you saw it kind of take off up like that. But I guess one of my comment is that it clearly is not as, you know, I'm used to kind of the power of the DJI minis, etc. And I kind of forgot that this drone just does not, I think part of it is that it doesn't pitch forward or backwards as much as a comparable DJI drone. But let's go down river here a little bit and see if I can remember how to adjust the speed. I do not want to go into ludicrous mode. I want to click the next one and go into smooth, it's called, because I want to be fairly slow going upriver here. And we're going to kind of keep an eye out for stray branches sticking out and so forth, because we don't want to, it would sure be a bummer to lose the drone to a stray branch above the river, but I think we're pretty safe where we're at right now. And I've got a direct shot at the drone with the controller, so I think we can get it down lower here, get kind of lower on the river. I always think that creates a great shot, is, you know, getting down low on the river. It's a perspective that, you know, it's hard to get with anything but a drone, right? So according to height, we're about 6 meters off of the river, which you know, that translates to about 18 feet. So probably looks like we're closer than we really are. No issues with signal strength, etc. And often when you're this close or when you're this low, sometimes you'll get signal strength issues. So, but looking good here. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, we're getting some great shots, and you can see how full the river is. Yeah, little drone is handling great. And you know what? This controller is really, fits in your hands well and is easy to hang on to. You know, like I said, I haven't flown this guy in a while, so I kind of forgot some of this stuff. So let's see, what do we got? Let me kind of yaw to the drones right here, and let's see what we got over here. Yeah, I guess it's just another little offshoot of the river. Yeah, we won't mess around there. Let's just keep going this way. And as long as we got good signal strength, and you know, as the river narrows here, I'm going to be very cognizant of branches, etc. You know, you see those branches on our right. Yeah. Then immediately we got branches on our left. You know what? I'm going to raise in altitude. Discretion is the better part of valor. We don't. I don't. I have no desire to send this drone swimming. So, but yeah. So we're kind of looking up here. You can see how the sky is today, and the wind is kind of settled down here a little bit. So really, it's good conditions. Let me go back into normal mode or standard as. Yeah, we had a bird fly by there. Standard, as Autel calls it. I apologize on that, on the video. I know I've used HDR, and I'm getting a warning here. Yeah, it was signal strength warning. And how far out there? We're not that far, but shooting through some trees, I guess. So we'll keep pushing forward. I've got I've got a little bit of breakup on FPV here. And yeah, I saw another, let's grab some more altitude. That should help us. Yeah, we're about 50 meters high, so that'll help us with signal strength. And let's kind of yaw over here. You'll see a lot of housing over here. Boy, those swallows, I think those are swallows that are buzzing around us. I'll get to look on the SD card when I get home. I can't really tell on the FPV screen. I just see a little bird flitting by. Yeah, we're getting signal strength warnings here again, so discretion is the better part of valor. But I wanted to kind of show you these homes. Star is a very popular bedroom community for the Boise Meridian area. Popular place, a lot of housing development out here. And yeah, I'm definitely, whoops, yeah, what I saw on FPV and what you guys saw off the SD card are two different things here. So let's head back this way. And yeah, you know, I've always known this drone to have really good signal strength, so that was kind of unusual. Often it does better than that. But again, let's see. Instead of just coming back down the river, let's go by some of these developments here. And so what we're looking at here, I don't know if they'll actually build houses on this side or if this will be kind of a park area. I assume it's going to be kind of a park. But these are kind of man-made little ponds here, I guess you'd call them. And that way I guess you can have more waterfront property. Yeah, I still have some signal strength, and you know, we're getting closer here, but it's a little bit of signal strength issues. And kind of see if I can, and you know, speed-wise, that's the other thing here is I'm in normal mode. If this was a DJI Mini, I'd be moving a lot faster, so I'm kind of having to adapt to the fact that this drone just doesn't go as fast. So, but anyway, that'll give you a look at some of the housing here, and they get a little waterfront, and they have little their own little beach front, I guess you'd call it, property there. So one of the things so this looks like, will they build more houses here? I don't know. Let's drop some altitude here and take a look at this. It's definitely sidewalks. Boy, I couldn't tell you. Maybe they are. Who knows? Maybe they're going to build apartment buildings there or something. You never know. But it looks like they're definitely trying to put access down. You can see in the springtime, nice and green. Everything's, we're getting lots of leaves on the trees, and it's all greening up. Let's see, battery-wise, we're at 55% battery, so we're in good shape. You know, you just got to fly these drones once in a while, and as you can tell, it's been a long time since I've flown this one. So you lose familiarity with the app. All the apps are fairly similar, but you know, you lose all the details. And I'm kind of Dr. Auto. I shoot in automatic most of the time anyway, but here we are. We can, I think, start coming down a little lower again. And that's the other thing, you know, starting to, as I fly the drone, I'm remembering some of the details. When you do two inputs at once with this drone, it takes them fairly slowly. So let's see. I am full stick forward right now. And we got a little bit of wind, and it was really slowing down there. We were below 5 meters per second. And I am at full throttle right now, right over the top of us, and we're at 7 meters per second. But let's drop the camera down as we go over. This is Star Road, and you can see it's kind of a fairly major arterial that goes into Star. So we're just going to go straight across, cross it perpendicular, and give you a look at the other side of the river. We're kind of shooting a little bit into the sun here. There's some, but one of the things, I think on our way back, we'll have the wind behind us. I'm not going to get too carried away. We're down to 46% battery. But there's some kind of interesting things to see here on the river. It's definitely, these sandbars and stuff would be a lot bigger. They're pushing a lot more water down, although you can see there's room. They could still push more water down, and I suspect they will. As we get into further into spring, I mean, we're still getting snow in the mountains, so there's going to be a lot of spring runoff, and all of the reservoirs are pretty darn full. So when they get that way, there's only one thing to do, and that's to push that water down the Boise River. So let's turn around here a little bit. I remember this, there's this huge house right here. I've seen this guy before. That's quite an estate there. Great location right on the river. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go on the other side here, and maybe we can show you a little bit of the agriculture. So there's a dairy farm on the other side here, and I don't know if this is part of it. One of the irrigation ditches. We can go out here a little ways. Where are we at battery? Down to 37%, so we definitely want to be heading home. Don't want to push our luck too far. You know what? One of the things that we can mess around here with for a little bit, let's look at this farm right here, and I'm looking at the zoom. I haven't messed with the zoom on this. I'm going to click on 2x, and that's cropping in on the sensor, and this is in 4K, and the 4 is lit up, so we could even go 4x. And look at that, we got a pretty good look at the silos, feed silos, and the farmhouse there. And again, Star Road. Let's go back into 1x. And let's just bring this guy on home. I don't believe this drone has any kind of precision landing, but just for the fun of it, let's put it into return to home. I'm going to do that on the controller. I'm just going to press the button down, and it's returning to home. And I'll fire up my Action 2 camera so that we can hopefully catch the landing on the landing pad. Started recording there. Coming back across the river, and the little weir there in the river, we're just on the other side of that weir. That's me dropping the camera down so you can see what we got going. And you can see where I'm standing there. Kind of a convenient little spot. Evidently this used to be a bridge, and so this is a little bit of a concrete abutment. But pointing that camera straight down, and let's see how close this guy will get. Yeah, it's a little bit off. We'll push it forward. And remember, I set that return to home height at, I don't know, look, it's getting pretty close. And you know what, I'll probably just let it land because the ground here is pretty hard. It's going to be pretty dang close to the pad here. And let's see, where are we at? We're at 23% battery, so I think we hit that just right. Yeah, I was a little concerned, but yeah, it's going to hit the it's going to hit the pad. And I can't remember, or be close to it. I can't remember if this guy picks up the camera or not. I'm going to say not. Whoops. It's gonna hit the camera here. I had to move the camera because it was going to come down right on the camera. So it did lift the camera on the drone up at the last minute, but it was coming right down on the Action 2 camera. So let me pick up the Action 2, and you can see where the drone landed. That is, I mean, I probably had the Action 2 camera just this side of it. So, or actually, excuse me, I've got the Action 4 camera, the DJI Osmo Action 4. Anyway, let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Okay, the little Autel Evo Nano Plus did pretty good. Now, we had some wind and the drone wasn't traveling real fast, but it coped with the wind okay. I could tell when we were going against the wind, it definitely slowed the drone down. This isn't the most powerful drone, and I think one part of it is not that it doesn't have powerful motors, but it doesn't pitch forward very far. I think, for instance, like you get a DJI Mini 3 or Mini 4, the way they've got the camera set up, the drone can pitch a lot further forward and still point the camera straight ahead. So that's just a little thing, just worth mentioning, but a great flying little drone. Handles like a dream. I apologize for some of the things as I was kind of stumbling around in the app there, in the Sky app. I know there's a way to turn on HDR. I don't remember what it was, so it said I was in pro mode. Yeah, so anyway, it is what it is. I think we got some pretty good footage. I've always seen some really nice footage off of this drone, so we'll definitely, I need to get this thing out some more and fly it more often. But that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at the Boise River. It's nice and full, lots of water. You know, we got a couple of different perspectives from lower on the river to up a little higher, and you got to see a little bit of the territory. So yeah, again, that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one, the Autel Evo Nano Plus. Still a good drone. You can still buy this drone. I looked, as a matter of fact, I looked today and I saw it online for like the Fly More kit for like $799. So even though Autel says that they're getting out of the consumer drone business, they sure seem to still be making a lot of them, because you can still buy this, you can still buy the Lite Plus. Anyway, it's time to say goodbye. See you guys later. Bye now.